Want to know what happened when someone rented room 304? A room that had been locked for years, for a reason no one dared to speak of. Let's find out. The rain hadn't stopped for hours. Outside the old Elmswood Hotel, wind howled down the narrow street, dragging leaves and litter like forgotten memories. Behind the front desk sat Mira, half asleep under a flickering desk lamp, the kind of night where no one should be checking in. Then, the door creaked open. A man stepped in. Tall, pale, wearing a black overcoat, no luggage, no umbrella, just a small leather briefcase. He walked up to the counter and said, without emotion, "Room 304. Mira froze. "I'm sorry, that room isn't available," she replied cautiously. "But it's the one I want," he said calmly. "I booked it online." She checked. No booking. No guest by his name. And yet, something about his presence made her hand tremble. Still, she gave him the key. Old brass, dusty, untouched. "Take the stairs," she whispered. "The elevator doesn't stop there anymore." The third floor was cold, too cold. Lights flickered. The hallway carpet was damp, always damp. At the far end stood room 304. The numbers on the door were tarnished, almost falling off. He opened the door. Dust swirled in the hallway light. Furniture draped in white cloth. Heavy curtains sealed the window shut. The air didn't just feel still, it felt dead. He stepped inside and shut the door behind him. At 1:13 a.m., room 307 called the front desk. There's whispering outside, someone's pacing back and forth. At 1:27 a.m., room 302 reported knocking from the walls. It's constant, like someone trapped inside the wall. Then Mira heard it herself, scratching, not from the phone, not from the hallway, from behind her desk. She called security. Together they climbed to the third floor. They knocked on 304. No answer. They unlocked the door. Inside, the man's coat hanging neatly, his shoes placed beside the bed, a phone sitting silently on the pillow, but no man. Then they noticed the mirror, fogged from the inside. Words appeared, traced in the mist by a finger. "It's awake. I'm not alone." They locked the room again, called the manager, but the man was gone. CCTV showed him walking in through the front door and walking toward the stairs. But there was no footage from the third floor, no footage of him leaving, no name in the system, no booking, no payment. He had vanished without a trace. 3 nights later, room 305 was mistakenly assigned to a guest, a young woman named Clara. At 3:12 a.m., she came downstairs, barefoot, shaking, eyes wide. "There's someone in the wall," she whispered. "He said my name." When asked who, she simply replied, "He said, thank you for opening the door." She left that same hour. Mira started asking questions. An old staff member told her the truth. "It's every 5 years," he said. 3 people, all vanished, all from room 304. 1994, 1999, 2004. Each time they found the same message, carved under the bed, "You let it out." Weeks passed. The third floor was sealed. Guests avoided it. Staff refused to go near it. But one night, the key was missing. And on the front desk, a folded note appeared. In plain black ink, room 305 is next. No name, no prints, no explanation.